This is H Psychology, revision tips, exam skill tips. So this is for AQA Psychology, paper 1, memory topic, and this question is specifically about retrieval failure. So let's look at the question. It was outline retrieval failure as an explanation of forgetting or for forgetting for 3 marks. Okay, so just a feedback from some of my students, we shouldn't be just saying this is about external cues, and we must mention the word cues as triggers for recall, and then basically we're trying to define the 2 types. So if we look at the mark scheme here, it says forgetting occurs in the absence of appropriate cues or clues you could use, which act as triggers for memory. Okay, and then literally we're going to go on to say these could be context dependent. So for example, being in a different place may inhibit memory, a different place to where you learnt it may inhibit memory, or state, so being in a different mood or state of arousal may inhibit memory, as examples. So some of you had said, you know, these are external cues. They're not necessarily external cues because they could be your internal state as well. Okay, so be very careful with that. So I would literally say that forgetting occurs because we haven't got cues which would normally act as triggers to recall the memory. For example, 2 types, context dependent and define it, state dependent and define it. Okay, and that's probably the easiest way to get your 3 marks.